Hi, Marita. I'm just going to do a quick video of the problem that you're talking about. So I'm going to switch over to share my screen. Okay, so this is the problem that you sent. So yours is probably x cubed is one of your functions, and then x cubed plus or minus a number is your other function. So you just keep doing the same thing over and over again. So I'm going to enlarge the graph a little bit so we can see all the choices. You have to start first by picking the correct shape. So when it says choose the tool in the palette, if you roll over them, you see that third one that looks like the cubic function. It says x cubed tool. So when you click on that, it's just going to put that standard key graph up on the graph when you click it. No matter where you click it, it's just going to show you the regular y equals x cubed. Now that is one of the things that they want us to graph. So once it's on there, we can just save it. But notice when you graph it, there's an options of a box that pops up here at the bottom that allows you to do the transformations to this basic graph if you have other numbers also involved in the expression. This one is just plain old x cubed, so I'm going to save it. I got to open it up again. There's probably a better way, but that's why I do it. Now I'm going to do the one on this problem. It says x cubed minus 1. So again, it's going to be the same shape as the regular x cubed graph, but that minus 1, since it's tacked on at the end, that means it's going to drop the regular graph down 1. So this blue graph that's showing right now, there's going to be a second one I'm going to draw that's going to be just like it, but running a little bit lower. So I have to start with the basic shape again. So I'm going to click cubic and just click somewhere and it'll put that, it's kind of just drawn it over the blue graph, but you'll see them separate when we do the shifting down here. Okay, so remember, if there's a number added or subtracted as a separate term, that's either a vertical or a horizontal. Well, it's a vertical shift if it's added on its own. If it's added or subtracted to the x, it's a horizontal shift. And then the stretches or compressions have to do with whether or not the multiplier of 1 has been changed to something else. That's not what we have in this example. We just have the minus 1, which is the effect of moving it down 1 unit. So I'm going to go to the vertical shift and just, you can't say down, you just say -1. So I'm going to type in -1. And then when I hit enter, watch the yellow graph here, enter. You see how it's just a little bit lower now? So the yellow graph is your graph in progress. And then once you hit save it, I don't know what color it'll turn to. Let's see. Well, they're both blue. So it's yellow while you're working on it. And then when you hit save, it changes it to blue. And again, if you want to look one more time, if you can see there are two graphs running, right on top of each other. So the little bit higher one is the original x cubed graph, and the one that's a little lower, you can see it's crossing through the y-axis at -1 because it's been dropped by -1. All right, so let me go back to where I was and check that answer. And then the second one is just ask you to verify what kind of shape that was. So it says, well, vertical shift 1 unit down, vertical shift 1 unit up, 1 right, 1 left. Well, we already know because we had to do it to begin with. -1 means down. Okay, so when you do two graphs, you just save the first one and then you go and you start building the second one on top of the first one. Okay, so I think that's all there is to that problem. So if there's anything else, let me know and I can we can maybe talk about it in class tomorrow. Okay, see you later.